Okay, I just woke up, so I'm not getting on camera. Uh, I just wanted to share a really quick part of my dream. Um, there was like a okay, horses keep coming to me. Okay, so in my dream last night, in this part of my dream, it was kind of evening-ish. It wasn't too. It wasn't like pitch black, so um, I could still see very well. Um, and someone was saying you got to get over to the side, the herd's coming in, or they're going to be running through here, or something like that. Okay, and there were all these uh, like little like poles that have like little street signs, that have like parking, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just little signs that said whatever, but there was like a few of them. Um, like a bus stop sign. It's just a small. It's not a giant big like light pole or anything. It's just small, right? So you can't really hide behind it or whatever. But I had to like get to where like a tree was, or these pole little sign things. So because there was like a herd coming through, and you wanted to make sure that you were somewhere where you weren't going to get trampled, right? So I just stood next to, even though it was this tiny little sign, tiny little pole thing, I just stood next to it because you know, thought, okay, well, they're not going to run into a sign. They're going to run around it, right? So they'll run around me. And this one horse came up behind me, and I'll try to find a thumbnail pic that shows what kind of, I think it was an Arabian. They're like that rusty, brownish, reddish color with like the black mane and stuff, with the black points, the ears, the mane and stuff. So, which, okay, is another, if that was an Arabian, okay, so that's another synchronicity. Um, and it's like I sensed the horse when it was it, like I thought it was gonna hit me because it just came up, whoa, way fast right behind me. Just that's why I turned around all of a sudden, because I was like, oh no, it's gonna hit me, and I'm standing by the pole. No, oh gosh. And I turned around, and it put it must have been its left leg, because it was over my right shoulder, and it was parallel, like mirroring me. So it was my right shoulder. So it was there. It was the horse's left front leg, and it just stopped all of a sudden. It got right to me, like fast, and then stopped right at me. I turned around, and and I felt the weight of it too. And I thought, oh, maybe it was gonna scratch me. No, and it was like, whoo, right on my right shoulder, just heavy. So it was its left. Okay, so like, okay, the left-handed God, the left hemisphere. Okay, but it was a perfect mirror because it was straight across to my right shoulder, and it just put it like it was claiming me. So, and very interesting, because one of the cards I'll have to share, one of the animal medicine totem cards, was the horse. Okay, I'll do that later on today or something, but um, 3:33 on the time. So I'll leave it there. I just wanted to share that quick little part. Um, oh no, let me share another part really quick. And it's very odd because this is like the second time Barack Obama has come into my dream lately. I don't know if he's like a representation of what's going on with the divine masculine, because he was president, and so that represents like a high masculine. Okay. And I'm not getting into all whatever you see out on YouTube. He's the beast, and no, I'm not going there. I'm just stating what was in my dream, and there's no reason for him to even be in my dream, because I don't watch anything about anything that has to do with that, politics or anything like that. So he was kind of observing me in delight, kind of, and it was like this classroom, and his wife Michelle. Okay, but in this scene it was like they were going through a divorce, and she was just like, she just sat down and ate her lunch and kind of ignored what he was saying. And he said, did you tell the driver, blah 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 blah, whatever. She was supposed to tell the driver something, to pick something up somewhere or something or whatever. and she just kind of like ignored him and just like rolled her eyes and just went about eating her lunch. And he was angry, but it was like because it was in front of a bunch of people, he was kind of embarrassed of like, man, my woman doesn't even have my back, and she's like humiliating me in front of all these people by just not even respecting even the smallest little thing that I ask of her. um yeah, so I wanted to share that. So it was like the divine masculine is not feeling the this karmic who, who's bringing out the worst in them, okay? And they can't even respond to the slightest little request because they're so stuck in ego, okay? And so he was just kind of admiring me from a few feet away. How you can feel when you have your back turned, but someone's like looking at your butt or something. If you're a woman, someone's checking you out or something like that. And he was just staring right in my eyes when I turned around. He was just kind of had a pleasant look on his face, just like he was just, you know, admiring the birth of a beautiful child or something. It was just a very pleasant, still feeling. So it's like the divine masculine is really seeing his divine feminine counterpart as beautiful and pure and almost untouchable and unapproachable. So it's kind of like he has a foot in both worlds right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for him to feel fully into the twin flame thing because he's got one foot stuck in the mucky muck with the karmic, and that keeps pulling him in and dragging him down, triggering his ego and bringing him back into that space. Okay, so that low vibrational space. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I love you, 656. Okay, that's 1111. I'll leave it there, and blessings, peace be upon you all.